The Lakers continue their journey. As they play an interconference matchup in this road game. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from shortly. The Magic are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Orlando before heading out again.
The ball handling of Millsap, enabling him to create off the bounce.
Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good, Irving. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember Domantas as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think he's going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that's done. And it's Orlando's ball. Adebayo the screen. Drives in. And finished off by Brown.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who uses defenders on the drive.
It's Ingram on the wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Irving. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. The Magic go the other way with it. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those folks to him, they will pay a little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
It's been a quick start for Orlando. 4-point game. Loads it up for Adebayo. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
And the shot goes in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Leonard with no one around. Money from the wing. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Millsap in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Outside Leonard. Over Irving. Here's Millsap. Reverses. Here's Leonard. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. Outside Irving. Pass to Jokic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Leonard. Into the lane. And then Leonard with the jump.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
The quick first step of Kyrie gave him an edge, and all they could do was foul.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the puff last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Orlando leading by 3 on the wing Brown. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Brown's step 5 now.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage grade, both career highs last season.
And Kevin, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Adebayo down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
Doesn't get any higher percentage than this. Adebayo is ferocious when he gets it in close.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Adebayo the screen. The drive by Paul. And Bam Adebayo again.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's the drive. Right side. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
This is where you want Whiteside finishing. In close where he can use his strength and physicality.
Ball outside. Brown outside. Kept alive. Here's Leonard. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Leonard's got 8 points.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and glad to end it with a strong second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They are penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
And also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Leonard attacking, and against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And here's Millsap, the arc, hands it from downtown. Millsap got the lead up to 11 now for the match. Pass to Ingram. Jacks up a three. Orlando grabs the miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Over to the left wing. Back to Irving. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a deep three from Irving. From beyond the arc and then some. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, he is saying, come out and find me. Kyrie from well beyond the arc.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Leonard. A shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers take it the other way. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. Matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Orlando. Launches a three. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Whiteside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I just love that effort by Hassan Whiteside. Focused, and he's a huge threat to score off the miss.
Thinking you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played a down.
Oh my goodness! What a play! Unbelievable!
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Pass to Jokic. Ingram outside. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the roll.
Jackson in the corner. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Out to Ingram. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Magic leading by 15. Over in the corner, Green. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. Brown feeling it out a bit. Launches it. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
As a defender, you want to force Danny Green to put the ball on the floor. Can't let him catch and shoot.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Outside, Smart. Back to Irving. Going inside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Lakers trailed by 21. 50 seconds left now here in the second. An offensive rebound. Harrell, that's good.
This is Montrezl Harrell. Strong offensive rebounder with the skill to make good on the second chance.
Over in the corner, Green. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Stolen by Smart. Pass to Ingram. And slammed up by Ingram.
The work that Ingram puts in lifts his team's play. Always there to support the break.
Now Brown. Drives to the hoop. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And check out Jokic using not just his width, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Kawhi Leonard. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 17. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Nobody willing to step in Harrell's way. That would be a brave charge to take.
The kick out to Brown. Off target from outside.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Irving surveying the floor. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the call. So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Here's Irving. He's got 13. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingram's got 10 points.
Becoming consistent from beyond the arc, it's completely changed how you have to defend Ingram.
And Leonard gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 16.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This is his second attempt at the line tonight. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say, as a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest level. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people... probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special.
Exactly. Born and raised.
Leonard, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Robinson misses.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Over in the corner, Brown. Caballo down low. A three from Leonard. Again, Leonard missing. Lakers trailed by 16. Irving with it. Picked up by Brown.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Jokic a screen. Ingram attacking. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And Ingram just made a great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Caballo down low. He snaps it down right on top of the sun right side.
An explosive athlete who finishes with power. Bam, getting people out of their seats.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Lakers trailed by 21. Right side, Irving. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He is
is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Outside Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Just been really inefficient. 5 turnovers. You know, it's as if he's playing for the other team.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Paul penetrating. Basket good.
At his size, Chris Paul is used to getting contact on his shots. He has really spent a lot of time learning how to finish despite getting bodied.
Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Jokic inside. Clock at 6. Right side the bounce pass. Pass to Robinson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .43 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Paul. From deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Back to Robinson. Ingram with it. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Robinson. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceled each other out perfectly.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Magic out in front, running away with this one. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Magic. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Offensive rebound. And here's Jokic. Out to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Whiteside. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Leonard, that's for 2. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half. Pass to Jokic. Outside Irving. And he drives in. Made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Takes it out to Leonard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. And I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Right after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, and their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, and especially if you're winning.
Outside Irving. In the corner, it's Ingram. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Leonard. Back to Paul. Right side Leonard. Outside for Millsap. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 8 points for Millsap.
Paul Millsap is very capable as a spot-up threat.
Ingram left side. Three-pointer, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
Paul outside. Here he goes. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like going the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of risk, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in essence, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. To the inside, and Jackson gets it to go.
The eyes of Chris Paul, he's always had tremendous vision.
Pass to Whiteside. The kick out to Irving. And it's Jokic in the corner. Back to Irving. Right side a screen. There's the triple. And it's Kyrie Irving with the three. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Lakers. Oh, Leonard in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now, here is Irving. Down low. Millsap with the steal. Leonard attacking. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and also the ability to be able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Irving can't hit.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Nobody near Irving. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
There's 57 seconds left in the game. Jokic trying to free himself up, and the Lakers get it back. Outside Irving. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 32 points in the game.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
And here's Leonard from three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Magic. Inside, Ingram with the steal. And on the way from Irving for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Takes a three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Leonard's got 36.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know they're fans.
You playing it right now? After this. Yeah. Damn, Sweet's got him.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. You take a look at the Magic.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Well, it's just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept either. I mean, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you already know.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul not go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And that one's good. Ingram.
3-point range from Daisy to Ingram. Shoot the range.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. And as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Negating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Irving for three. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, good right side. That's how you do. Come out, you bust your tail, compete at a high level.
Brown outside. Adebayo with the elbow. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And here's Brown outside. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point per game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. He did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
On the wing, Irving. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game.
The grown man strength of Whiteside excels at taking contact and powering his way through it all.
Los Angeles making a switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Orlando. Leonard on the wing. And it's Adebayo in the corner. That one a little long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's deflected. Ingram wide open. And the 3-ball is good. Ingram's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles. Pass to Adebayo. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
Ingram outside. Jokic a screen. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Brown drives in. A rebound by the Lakers. Ingram outside. The kick out to Irving. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention to the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
here's Brown. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now, here is Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, here's Jokic. Great D that time from Adebayo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. It's good. This game is all even. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
No coverage that time.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Irving, good.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in the system.
A 3 from Leonard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Lakers on top. They lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, they've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Paul. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Paul's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Magic. Outside, Russell. In the corner, it's Ingram. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the
Come
sideline.
on, man.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys,
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the shot goes in. Jokic just got his second bucket of the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebound advantage is starting to add up.
A nice shot by Irving.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. From 18 feet away. That shot missing. So Orlando will take it the other way. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Paul with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Drives to the hoop. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers in the lead. Ingram left side. Pass to Irving. long distance three is good. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Irving is a handful in the pick and roll. He has exceptional quickness, and he's a terrific decision maker.
Teams deciding to change it up. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a...
You can't teach that. Brown was just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Outside Irving. Down low. And stolen by Bolt. Here's Brown. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Not at all afraid of contact. Brown is aggressive driving to the
And there's the ball on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Brown drives in. Pass to Bull. Outside Green. Here's Brown. And they double up Brown. Over in the corner, Ball. 4 on the clock. And they'll turn over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Irving. He's got 9. At the elbow, Jokic. And the layup is good. Jokic has got 6.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Outside Brown. Here's Bull. And it's blocked right out of the air. And controls it. One left to the wing. And it's Jokic missing. The Magic trailed by 3. And the wide open shot from Green. And he hits it to tie the game up.
One of the great postseason catch-and-shoot players this decade. Danny Green is just the guy you believe in.
the second. And it's Irving with the ball for Los Angeles. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Irving way outside. Offensive rebound. Ingram at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Jokic.
And one of the league's best defenders. Millsap closing out well on that one.
Second chance shot. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got 13.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here is Brown. Outside, Green. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a little speed right there.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's stolen by Brown. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up for the lead. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Outside Irving. Fires from 14. The shot comes out.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers, oh man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
Now Brown. 10 points for him. 6 to shoot. Outside for Millsap. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's a 6-point Magic lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been awful.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got 8.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused. And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the club last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Outside Irving. To the middle. Right side. And Adebayo sends it back to the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it.
And the shot goes in. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage break, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Here's Adebayo. Makes it off the glass. Adebayo's got the lead back up to 9 now for Orlando. Irving. Brown surveying the floor. Yes, indeed it is good. He's now into 14.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
Outside Leonard. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Outside Irving. In the corner, it's in. Outside Irving. Over Leonard. They get it again. The kick out to Irving. Tries again. Can't connect from short range. Orlando leading by 10. Right side Leonard. Lets the three fly. And again, it's Orlando with the three. Brager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. And that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point, a good facility.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it. They are just killing them on the interior.
Hall surveying the floor. Outside for Millsap. Leonard attacking. And finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
That one falls.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Outside Millsap. Leonard on the wing. Jokic with the steal. Outside, Smart. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason that I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Outside Irving. Good on the shot, and that saves the lead to single digits. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half. 32 seconds left to play in the third.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
To shoot. Going inside. And he uses the glass on the lane. Irving's got 13 points in just this quarter.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Magic leading by 7. Brown drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, really, that's just sheer tenacity. Brown exploiting the deep with his drive and making them get physical with him.
So he gets them both. Here's Irving. Jokic a screen for the three. The Lakers rebound. Here's Irving. Lets it go with the three. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And stolen by Whiteside. Outside Irving. Driving inside. Jokic with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. That one goes in. Leonard's got 19 points.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Right side of screen. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Orlando. Is led by as many as 14 points. Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 12-point Magic lead.
Determining Brown's ceiling. I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
Irving for three. Knocks down the three ball. Irving's got 16 points here in the second half.
Three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, third overall.
The ball. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Such quickness on the attack. Paul showing no fear driving in. He forces the issue every time.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Now, here is Irving. With the drive. Jokic inside. And the rejection by Jackson. Irving for three. And here is Los Angeles now. 11-point game. Millsap with the steal. Leonard with no one around. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game. They've got the steals to prove it.
I mean, they have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim as they challenged every shot. So they have quite a few blocks as well.
Here's Irving. And the rejection by Jackson.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not really.
Leonard fires away from outside. And Jokic with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a raised check point.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this happen. I mean, just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing. But a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
A three from Leonard. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Leonard's got 28 points for the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
But he recovers it. Tries again. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. And, you know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Irving misses.
I don't know why he keeps shooting three. Did anybody tell me nothing is falling for me? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating this shot before he even gets the ball.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Puts up a three, and it's Leonard missing. Lakers trail by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what has turned out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
About 7 seconds to bring the shot in game clocks. Takes a three. It's good from long range. Irving's got 41.
His three-point shot does not let him down. One of the many ways Irving affects the game.
Leonard with the ball. Here's Paul. Inside, sends it back. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webb.
I'm sorry, I'm on my way, right? You keep saying you're sorry? Because I'm on Twitch, you know, messing me up right